Have you been reading Aurora?
No, I have not. Welcome back, everyone, to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I'm Peter Moxilin, Keeper Emeritus. I'm once again joined by Scribbled Slate.
I'm Trouble.
Would you like to pitch Aurora or something?
It's the one that's done by Red from OSP, Overly Sarcastic Productions.
Mm-hmm.
It has some interesting philosophy things it kind of takes on to a degree, and its main character is the avatar of a god that the god was taken out of, and then it gains sapience all of a sudden.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
On to Chapter 11, or more likely the pre-chapter stuff, I would guess, maybe? Let's see what happens. Chapter 11. Blood Runs Red. I can't wait for this to take place in a peaceful town. Port Toha.
Seaside port?
Oh, hi, this map.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, we're here. Welcome to Toha, Crimea's westernmost port city. What's with this place? The people are going about their business. Why aren't they worried about Dane, about the war? It's because this area is very isolated. Dane's army hasn't come this far, and so life goes on as before.
I'm going to assume that Dane getting all the way to the Gallian border was because they were specifically chasing us then.
Yep. Yeah, it was an isolated force. It wasn't a front. Dane's plan is to seize the capital, then slowly and steadily expand its sphere of influence until it controls everything. Surely these people have some idea of what's happening.
Ignorance is a form of bliss, is it not? These people don't know what it's like to lose a war. They don't want to know.
I mean, also worth considering, it probably would be rumor at best at this point in terms of how quickly news can travel sometimes.
We don't really know how long it's been, honestly.
Good point.
Crimea as a nation has always been blessed by peace. Perhaps this is due to the temperament of its rulers, but the country hasn't seen serious warfare for centuries. While minor skirmishes with the Kingdom of Dane have been legion, only the eastern borderlands have taken damage.
And yet, even I know this peace will not last. When we met Dane forces on our scouting mission, they attacked us merely for being within the Crimean border.
Humans are shameless creatures that carelessly ignore any misfortune which does not befall them directly. So, do you remember why that's a bit of a weird sentence?
Because Sefer, the bishop dude, had the exact opposite thing, sort of?
No. Because we have already learned that calling the Legus subhuman is the equivalent of calling Bjork human. Soren's just essentially using a slur here.
I mean, does this have something to do with the weird little mark on his forehead? Is he actually one of those dragon people or something?
We'll get more into his backstory later in the game. They can, and often do, turn a blind eye to all manner of wickedness so long as it does not touch them or their kin. They will bow their heads, condemning those victims for bringing calamity upon themselves. And then they will cast their eyes toward heaven in thanks, while their neighbors lay dying around them.
But the war is happening here. This is their home, not someone else's.
When the Dane army darkens their doorsteps, perhaps they will understand. When the peace they take for granted is shattered, and their sons and daughters slaughtered in the streets, perhaps then they will comprehend the misfortunes they so long pretended not to see. I have no sympathy for them.
My goodness. The nastier the truth, the blunter he gets. Quite a delightful staff officer you have there. He has an undeniable streak of severity in him, but this? Something's bothering him, that's for sure.
It's to be expected. Even I'm a bit shocked by this place. Can they truly be as placid as they appear? Soren's a very empathetic young man. The emotions of this place may have proven to be too much for him.
Ignoring impending doom because you cannot prevent it? Fatalism is by nature a disheartening beast. Well, for all those born with nothing, there are those born with everything. Perhaps those who never notice the difference are the ones who we should envy. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? Oh, I was talking to myself. Pay me no mind. Now then, I've got to see a man about a ship. While I'm gone, why don't you get your supplies squared away? I'm sure that your journey ahead will require a lot of packing.
Rudolph, I'll go with you.
No, that's all right. You should supervise supply acquisition. You're going to be at sea for months, you know.
I know that, but...
What is it, Titania? She's worried about me. She doesn't want to leave a solitary Laguz wandering around up New York City. But I thought Crimea and Gallia were allied nations. Why would a wandering Laguz be cause for concern? Well, it shouldn't be, but,
Do you remember what King Kangas told you? The friendship between Crimea and Gallia exists only between the ruling classes. It hasn't taken root in the minds of the common citizenry at all.
That being said, things have improved quite a bit since King Ramon ascended to the throne. The reports of hunts and such other horrors have all but disappeared. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got connections, see? It's not like I'll be roaming the docks begging for passage. All right, then. The job is yours. Please, be careful. You too. Don't mess anything up. 3, 2, 1.
Ike, here's a summary of our last battle. How did we spend 570?
Because of opening doors.
It was 50 per.
I think we also had to hire him for the mission. So let's see. 3 doors.
Because we broke 1 door down, so yes, like you said, 3 doors there. We had him open 3 total chests.
Nope. There were... You're right, okay. 3 chests, 3 doors, 6.
Should be 300 then.
Let's see. So 300. So
Did we
270.
buy a cheap weapon before the map began, maybe, in the previous recording session from like half a year ago?
No, like I said, my guess is bringing him on for the mission in the first place also costs something. 270 feels like a weird number, though. Maybe it's something to do with how many fights he gets in?
I don't know that he charges for fighting, but I don't know that he doesn't.
I don't know.
Huh. Okay. Weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
There were no casualties, and no one suffered permanent injury. We fought excellently. That is all I have to report, if you'll excuse me.
Hey!
Okay, up to the info.
Interstitial time.
Bunch of 1 stars, and then this one to finish it out, because that's probably going to be an item.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What?
I think we're going to have to just re-roll the merchants or something, because do either of us remember any of the 4 voices?
I don't know. What voice it was is going to be tough. Especially because this dude... Oh, wait, he's not one of them.
Hey there, traveler. You have everything you need. If you stop by my humble shop, you'll find the best deals in town. What do you say? Interested?
Yeah, that sounds great. Listen, can I ask you a question?
No problem. You can ask me anything, especially if it's about my low prices.
Bolt, what do the townspeople think of Dane?
Pulls out gun.
You knew that they were coming. Didn't anyone think to flee to Crimea?
To flee Crimea.
Oh, sorry.
Flee? Don't be absurd.
But Crimea lost the war.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, that doesn't really affect us common folk, you know?
I mean, as long as they don't come in and burn the village, he's not wrong.
Truth is, we don't care who sits on the throne. To us, they're all just faceless beings who rule from on high. If they tried to raise taxes or something, you better believe we'd protest. But otherwise, what do you think a regime change and burning the fields or whatever is gonna do?
I mean, I'm not sure they did burn the fields.
Not yet. Also, no, they don't actually burn the fields, but they do kind of a similar-ish thing in a few chapters, I think.
Oh boy.
I mean, take the King of Dane. He's just another man, right? I mean, a man who's much more in favor of war and torture and such, but I suppose, yeah. If we keep working, he can keep living the high life. So it's not like he's gonna treat us poorly or anything. As long as we can live our lives and have a little happiness, we aren't gonna worry about it all too much. Oh, but if we were invaded by Gallia, well, that's a different story altogether. If our country was overrun by those savage beasts, who knows what could happen? Now that scares me. What the? Hey, wait, come back! What about my low prices? What was that all about?
Shh. Princess,
My Lord Ike!
why are you here all by yourself? That's not very safe.
I was looking at the town. I am unfamiliar with the world outside the Imperial Villa where I was raised. This is the first time I've been able to see how other people live. Everything is so new and different in my eyes. This is a town, isn't it? There's so much energy and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves.
With all the boats coming in and out of the harbor, this town's livelier than most. That's for sure.
There are so many people going into that building over there. What is a brothel?
I'm not sure. Maybe we should find out together.
It's like nothing ever happened. All the death and destruction we've seen feels like a horrible dream. Okay, I think this is where we get to solidify why these two talked to each other. Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm trying to regain the superb physique I lost when I was being held prisoner.
Are you ready to board the ship?
I was born ready. I don't need anything. Even as we speak, many of my fellow Crimeans are suffering at the hands of Dane. If I cannot rush to their aid today, then I can at least prepare myself for the day when I can.
I see. Well, when we're ready, I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, by the way, Soren's ready screen mentioned how he, Brum, and Nephany have joined us.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Sorry to have interrupted you.
My Lord Ike!
What is it?
You rescued and cared for Princess Alencia. You have my heartfelt thanks. For us, she is our one solitary hope.
Yeah.
Right, enough talking. Until we make our triumphant return to the Melior, all I can do is keep training. Ha! Nya! Wah!
Careful, don't pull anything.
I thought that Oscar was going to show up because this is a thing with Fire Emblem. It's very rarely a super explicit point, but it's in every single game. They have the red and green paired knights.
Yep, it was Kyle and Ford in the last one, who I thought looked a lot like Edward Elric, if I remember correctly. What are you looking at? Oh, just this. It's a sort of good luck charm. My family gave it to me when I left home. We never had much money, so my parents gathered some stones from our farm back home and put them in this leather pouch. It's not much to look at, but it means a lot to me. Every day I take them out and talk to them like they're my family. How is everyone? I'm out here doing the best I can. Don't worry, I'll be home soon. Just stuff like that. I know it sounds foolish, but if I don't do this, I won't have the courage to fight. Don't worry about my feelings. You can laugh. Acting like this at my age, what a silly man I am. It's not silly, Brum. You're a strong man who's decided to fight for the sake of his family. I know that your family is very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you.
I actually kind of like Brom.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Huh. I'm noticing like the weird rip between her arms and her shoulders. Huh.
I don't know what's up, honestly.
Are you ready to go, Neffany? Oh, Ike. What is it? Nope, nothing. I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, sure, I'm sure. You know, it's hard being a prisoner. It's physically and mentally demanding. I need to know, can you fight? Not a problem.
Sorry, I'm just flashing back to, yes, it's mentally and physically difficult to be a prisoner, especially if you choose to do pull-ups in your cell in the days leading up to your execution.
Especially if you do it in secret when your nephew isn't in there.
Okay, different reference, I think. What's your thing?
Oh, I was thinking of Uncle Iroh in Avatar.
Fair. Probably should have realized that. I was thinking about RRR.
RRR. Oh, right, that.
Yep.
It's easy for you to say, but you sound like you're about to fall over. What? That? Oh, no. That's a habit. It's just the way I talk. Just talking. Sorry. No need to apologize. As long as you're not feeling ill, everything's fine. All right, I'll see you later. Right then. Oh. She's quiet, but I like her.
Yeah, I really like her design. I generally try to use her. I can't really tell you what her character is, though.
Oh, I was about to say, I hope that's one of those things where her support conversations really show something, but what the am I looking at?
Pardon me, buddy. I haven't seen you around town before. You traveling mercenary.
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Nice sword. You look like a man who knows his business. If you're looking for work, I got a proposition for you.
A proposition?
I run a vigilante group that helps keep our fair town safe. Strong man like you would be most welcome.
Thanks, but I've got something lined up.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Head out to sea?
Maybe.
Cautious to the end, I like that. Well, just in case you are, I might have this.
Huh? What's this?
It's a special sword. It'll come in handy if you ever find yourself at sea. Not that you would, har har!
Really? You're giving me a sword? Are you sure?
Well, there is one condition. Once you finish your job, you come back and see me. I'd like you to reconsider that vigilante position.
Understood. Well, thanks again for the blade.
I don't remember this coming back in any way, but I'm absolutely hoping it does in the sequel game. Hi!
Motherfucker! Sorry.
We got an item.
Yeah?
Okay, so Ike can have a conversation with Titania and Oscar. Tanya with Ike and Boyd. Boyd with Titania. Oscar with Ike. So there's basically three options then. Titania or Oscar with Ike, and Boyd with Titania.
Well, the thing is, who do we want? I forget, do they only have up to A, or do they have S conversations in this?
I think it only goes up to A.
Okay, so we also haven't seen 3 characters. Also, which one's Lethe again?
Oh, Leith.
Yeah,
You.
is she the... Oh, she's... Oh, okay.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. So the thing I'm trying to remember is... who would we want to get up to the top conversation level? Do we want to make it Soren, or do we want to make it, like... I don't know, I feel like if I'm remembering from a Smash Bros. Spirit thing, Alencia eventually becomes a unit, and I'm not sure if it's in this game or the next, is the thing.
Okay, so I will go ahead and tell you then. It is either at the very end of this game or exclusive to next game. I kind of forget if she's playable at the end of this one or not.
Okay. I think in Smash Bros. Ultimate, she gives you an extra dump, so not
How
sure
in
what kind
the
of class she is.
fuck do Ike and Mist not have a support?
I think the guess is because they are siblings, they have conversations as part of the story, so...
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like to make it so you don't have to oh, I want to make sure that they pair up with other characters. I don't want to waste these conversations that feel story relevant on them, kind of thing. Should we try and get Kieran and Oscar up to top level?
If we're using both of them, then honestly, I'm not against that.
But
it is possible, at least.
Yeah. Who else would he talk to?
Honestly,
Russia and who else?
I'm not really in favor of the Titania conversation. Oscar, I'm neutral on, but I do want to get Soren up to max. So that would be another 2. So then the one with Oscar would only leave 1 left for either Oscar rank B or someone else rank C. And for Boyd, I just really don't care that much about raising supports with Titania, to be honest.
In general?
So I'm okay to save with Ike and Oscar being the only one that I actually kind of want to do. I do like the idea of Kieran and Oscar up to A, though.
Riz is the cleric, right?
Yep, the one that we are not using anymore because we have Mist.
I wonder why Kieran and him have conversations.
Legitimately don't know, because I normally don't use either of them.
Huh. Weird. But, I don't know, should we try to get Ike better conversations with Lethe, or one of the other characters we haven't seen yet?
I don't really use the Legoo's characters because they're useless half the time.
True.
Like, I really do want you to have input here. I want to have the option to use characters that I don't normally use. But because we are limited on character space, there are some things where I have preferences on. Let's see, let's put the Master Seal away. Give that. You have nothing.
Oh, he's an Axe Knight specifically.
Yep.
Does that mean that we end up getting a third one that's a Sword Knight?
Somehow, yeah.
Huh.
Upgrade to D, goddammit! Go ahead and give door key for now. I didn't check the bonus experience that we got. Oh well. You know, since we aren't really going to be using you in all likelihood, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Because, yep, you can use lightning, so...
How did we end up recruiting Ileana? Was she actually neutral, or...
She was an enemy. She was an enemy unit in the defense map.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm just trying to remember, why did she end up joining us?
Because she was sickly and hungry and didn't actually want to be there. She was basically a captive soldier, which is like, that's essentially doomed to failure. What are you doing? Okay, so kitting out these 3, maybe. Manage, award XP. Oh, God. There we go. Sorry, the menu was, like, lagging a little bit. Like, I'd press it and then it would be a beep before it moves. There you go. Level 10 for you.
Ooh.
God damn it, Mist!
An empty level up, my god.
This is why you save before doing stuff like this, by the way. Gah.
I mean, with the way that the random number generator works, would that actually change anything?
You know, I'm not entirely certain, actually. It would make me feel better, at least.
Okay. I
Okay.
guess you got all of Mist's level ups.
Yep.
Actually, it's Ike only like 4 points away.
Who?
Ike.
Yeah, but Ike also levels up so goddamn fast that I'm not putting points into him.
True. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's probably it for now. Save up for a while, because we got a little under 1,000.
Yeah.
Just to check, assign... Okay, we have these. In certain instances, causes the enemy to receive half the damage it deals to the unit, and reduce any lethal blow to half damage.
All right. Now, quick thing. I think we may want to give counter to Boyd.
I was thinking maybe Oscar, but I can hear out Boyd.
Well, here's the reason why I think Boyd. Who has the lower defense of the two?
Definitely Boyd. I would think. Defense
Because
11.
he has more
Defense
health.
12.
He has more health, which means he needs less defense in like game logic terms or something. And
I'm fairly certain that we are able to remove these and like reassign them or something.
Okay.
So we can do this, and I don't think that that locks him in. I think.
But since counter specifically is it's half the damage you receive, that's the reason I'm like, oh, we want someone who has low defense but enough health to be able to take a hit.
Yeah, I want a health tank.
Yeah, because he's our first 40 health unit.
I'm willing to do this.
Yeah.
Just to
And
check.
how did Tempest work again?
No. You. Doubles biorhythm. So that helps when it's high and hurts when it's low.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we rotate him out with Kieran sometimes, and we just have that as our reason. Because I don't know, is doubling biorhythm effect enough to make that more of a factor?
At doubled numbers, I think that biorhythm could actually be making a difference, because that's where you're getting a swing of, I think, like 20-ish% hit and crit or something, which that's not nothing.
Yeah.
If the numbers were visible, I'd be way more willing to interface with them. Maybe put Miracle on Soren, say he doesn't die from an errant arrow or something.
Is that basically guts?
Yeah. Guts as in from Fate Grand Order, I'd like to point out.
I was thinking guts isn't from Pokemon. Basically, it's ability that makes so they can't be OKO'd.
Yeah, I would consider that to be sturdy, but yes.
Thank you. That also works.
It's not quite literally the same thing, but it's basically. All good?
I
don't think there's anyone else who's, like, more frail.
Do we want to give it to one of our healers is the main thing I'm wondering.
Mist is really our only healer at this point, and she has it.
Oh. I mean, proving my point at least.
Exactly.
But, yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead and at least give them some basic equipment just in case.
He's only a
Oh!
axe soldier. What? What?
You, cowboy, take arm scroll. I didn't realize we had this.
Should we do that after he goes up at least? How close is he to leveling up his weapon?
That's the thing, is that, yes, that is the ideal, but we can't tell weapon experience.
Damn it, they used to do that for us.
Yeah, they did it in all the previous games.
Huh.
If you want to hold on to it until he hits rank D, then I am okay with that.
Mhm.
That'll just auto him up to rank C then. Getting him the extra damage and range is really nice, though.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it feels like we've been using him frequently, so I'm like, I feel like he's not that far from cracking up.
Yeah, I'll leave the item on him, but I'll keep it away for now. Or I'll keep it non-used. Oh, you're rank E, apparently. That's a rank C weapon, apparently.
Yeah? Should we actually take that and save it for someone else?
Yep. Okay, so at least they got something.
What type of unit is Nephany? Is she a halberdier or something else?
Technically, she's a soldier, apparently. Huh.
Huh. I'm not sure. Have we ever had a soldier as a unit?
Like in previous games, you mean?
Yeah, because I feel like they're usually enemy units, but they're usually like just relabeled. Yeah, no. They're
Yeah,
just...
like Fire Emblem 1 or 2, maybe, or something like that, but not in any game that I am immediately aware of. Mercenary is probably about as close as it got.
I guess, but they weren't spearmen.
Yeah.
Huh, weird.
Anyway, let's go ahead and save it.
I wonder if she's effectively a trainee unit.
I don't think so. I think Soldier is a standard unit in this one.
Yeah. Maybe it upgrades to Halberdier. Maybe that's the reason why.
Actually, yeah, that might be a thing.
Okay.
I think that is how that works. Anyway,
Excellent.
I just saved anyway, but just because we've done all of our prep stuff, that's going to do it for the episode. So, if this video hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do that YouTube stuff a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and hope to see you in the next one where we will take on the actual chapter.
Woo!
Scribbled, take us out.
Remember wear sunscreen, kids. Or, well, I mean, we're getting to the time of year where that doesn't matter as much, but still.
Bye!